Bill, I just wanted to tell you my name is Shirley Husar.
Hi, Shirley.
And I am with hiphoprepublican.tv. I am black, and I have white Republican friends.
Well, then you should tell Michael Steele.
Well, I just want to tell you just in case you didn't know that. I guess my question is this is regarding to housing, because I know we spend a lot of time on health care. So let's talk about housing. You know, right now we have a large moratorium on houses in California for the last 4 quarters. We're in the 4th quarter right now. They're claiming that moratorium is supposed to be lifted. A lot of the REOs are not the same. There's less REOs in the market. A lot of the REO agents are starting to dry up. What is the Obama administration, what is your input on that as far as moratoriums? Also your input as far as, well basically as far as the modifications as well. I mean, as far as what is the Obama administration, you keep saying that Democrats are doing so much for this country. On hiphoprepublican.tv, we are an urban-based Republican of young hip-hoppers that basically are entrepreneurs that want change. There is a lot of fighting in the Republican Party. I would agree with you on that. But I also believe there's a lot of young Republicans who are fed up with the current administration and what they're doing and not fulfilling the promises and the changes that are supposed to take place. Look, the bottom line is, yes, we do have Republicans and Democrats, but we are Americans, and the American people are hurting right now. There are houses in the Lancaster Palmdale area. There are houses in the San Bernardino area that are just lined up, vacant. And even though the state is doing the best they can to stop all the crooked attorneys and crooked realtors who are out there with the modification and promise of change, there is no change. So if people are homeless and out of work, you won't have to worry about health care. You'll have an epidemic of sick people who have no place to go. So this is my question. Again, that's hiphoprepublicans.tv. I would love to have you on it. Either one of you guys. So my question is this: where is your input on housing, and as far as the Obama administration having a plan to stop the banks who are crooks, and also Congress is also crooks, both sides who are taking money out of the table and paying off the banks. So if I have the banks get paid off, I can get my house paid off.
All right, let's listen, I admire your energy, and I'd love to be on your show. I don't know anything. I'll be honest with you. I learned a long time ago. If you don't know, you don't pretend you do. I don't know anything about the California moratorium, but I think one of the best things first of all, I think on the economy in general, I think it's pretty clear that Obama had a plan, he put his plan out there, he got his plan passed without any Republican votes, and it's made a big difference. I mean, look, in March, the market was at 6,000. Today, it's over 10,000. Consumer confidence is back. The auto industry is starting to come back. The housing industry is starting to get back. And I think the best thing directly. You're a talk show host. You have to let me answer. I'm almost finished. I just want to say I think the best thing he did is he signed that legislation last week that extends the tax credit and he extended it not just to new home buyers, but to people who are currently in their homes that need some help. And I think that's great too. And that's fun. If you can't take that and run with it, it's up to you now to take it and run with it. American people to take it up and run with it. I think that's a great shot in the arm for the housing industry. So
I'm with you, but we got to go to the next question here.
We're with Hip Hop Republicans, and I've got Bill Press here.
I'm a hip hop Democrat.
I know you're a hip hop Democrat. I'm trying to convert you. If I lay hands, will that make a difference?
No.
It won't make a difference.
No. Other people have tried, and it's you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, let me ask you. Earlier, you addressed a little bit about Michael Steele and how you felt about him thinking that African Americans weren't Republicans. What do you feel that we are in the urban community?
No. I never said that. What I said is that Michael Steele said something dumb.
Yeah.
He said that African Americans don't trust white Republicans. I think that's wrong, and I think he was wrong to say it.
Okay.
That's that was my
I'm
point.
sure he would probably take that back right now if he.
Well, that's the problem with Michael Steele. He's always taking stuff back. Okay. He always says stuff dumb, and then he takes it back. So sooner or later, he's going to have to start thinking before he speaks.
I think that's smart. I think most people should think before they speak. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And saying that, where do you think in that question that was addressed to him about urban community and African Americans? Do you think that African Americans are Republicans in the urban community?
Well, I think some are or some not, but I think
Okay.
you take a look at if you take a look at the difference between the two parties,
Okay.
that historically and even today, that the Democratic Party on jobs, on education, on child care, on health care, has delivered more for the African American community than the Republican Party
Well, there are
has.
also
And
Republicans who would disagree with you on that.
Well, that's fine, but they're wrong.
Well, I think that you're wrong.
I know, okay, well, that's,
But-
God bless
but you-
America.
so
No, but I think if you look at the facts, again, you'll see that one party, I believe, has delivered consistently on the issues, more so. And I think that's also why you see there's so many African Americans who are in the United States Congress who are Democrats, not one Republican. Why is that? Why is that? Right?
You know, I've got a great team of people who would be honored to have you on our show. Are you committed to come to the hiphoprepublican.tv and be on our show and let our panelists talk
I'll
to
be
you about
there.
that?
You give me an
I have
invitation.
some good questions. Good points. I want to make sure that we answer them thoroughly. Being a gorgeous man that you are.
All right. See you, Shirley.
Thank you so much.
See you on
Thank
the
you
show.
for watching us. Watch hiphoprepublican.tv.
.tv.
And
Got it.
.com. Thank
be
you.
there.
Well,